Okay, so here's the type of word problem that you might be expected to do in real life to do with fractions. So here's our scene. Harry the handyman has a piece of wood that measures 10 1/4 inches in length. He needs the wood to be 9 3 inches long. How much does he need to cut off? Well, on one hand, Harry the handyman might just use a tape measure and measure 9 3/8 inches, but let's say he hadn't thought of that. So he's instead got to do a subtraction problem. So he's going to take 10 1/4 inches, and he's going to cut off some to be left with 9 3/8. So we have subtraction. We'll write the problem out now that we understand it. And here's a perfect example of when you can't necessarily do the subtraction without doing a couple extra steps. You might want to do 10 minus 9 and get 1, but then you're not going to be able to do 1/4 take away 3/8, because 3/8 is more than 1/4. So in this case, we're going to have to take these mixed fractions, or mixed numbers, and turn them into improper fractions. So 10 1/4 is actually equal to 41/4. And we're subtracting from that. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 3 is 75. So now we've made them into improper fractions. Now what we have to do, as we've been doing in class, is we have to get common denominators. You might not recognize that 8 is the lowest common denominator of 4 and 8. And so you might go, okay, 4, 8, 12, and then say, oh, wait a second, 8, 16. 8 is the lowest common denominator of those two numbers. So we're going to rename this one here, rename that an 8. And of course we had to multiply that by 2 to do that, so let's multiply this by 2. And we get 82 eighths. Now that looks messy, so I'm going to rewrite it. 82 eighths take away 75 eighths, and we're going to be left with 7 eighths. So we need Harry the handyman to cut 7/8 of an inch off of this piece of wood.